Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Sid, aka Vicious274, coming at you with another review, and this time it's from a company based out of Indonesia, and their name is KayuMade Fingerboards, or KayuMade Fingerboards. I'm not really sure how they pronounce it, but I'll have all the information that you'll need to know about the company in the video description. These are just a few of the other stickers that I got with the products. Very cool. This is a pretty psychedelic one. Alright, and as you can see from what's sitting in front of me, I'm going to be reviewing a few of their products, and basically they're decks and wheels. What I'm going to start off with are the decks. So I'll just put the wheels aside. And as you can see, I have a graphic and a split ply. And they're both the same shape, and so basically I'm just going to be reviewing one of them because they're both the same. So we'll look at the... Oh, and I also wanted to show you that there's an engraving at the top as well. Now, normally with this engraving, it's supposed to show you where the tail side of the board is, but with this one, they have it on the nose side, and I also noticed it as here as well, because if you see here the top of the graphic, so this is the nose, and the engraving is on the top, when usually it's on the bottom to let you know where the tail is. Not a big deal, but I just had to figure that one out on my own. Okay, about the deck. This is obviously a graphic deck. It is a wearable graphic, even though mine hasn't worn out yet. It is a wearable graphic. This one I believe is called the screen graphic, and it's got their logo there on the bottom, and then this crazy hipster dude screaming. It's a 5-ply deck, and the construction and craftsmanship is very well done. I did not have a problem mounting the trucks. The truck holes are perfectly aligned, perfectly countersunk. The sanding is great. The nose and tail are rounded very nicely. The pop was awesome. When it came to the performance of the board, when I was going in regular, switch, and fakie, I didn't really have that much of a problem, because the board is basically one of my favorite shapes right now, or length and widths, which is 98 millimeters long and 32 millimeters wide. But I did, for some reason, have a little trouble when it came to going nollie, and I think the reason for that is because the nose, which is this one right here, it's a little longer than, the kick is a little longer than what I'm used to. So it took a little time for me to get used to that. And out of all 4 directions, that was really the only one that I had a little difficulty with right off the bat. But after I got used to the deck, it was a lot of fun. It's got a medium, not deep, but more of a medium to low concave, and really that was the only fault that I found in the deck was having trouble with nollie, only because the kick is a little longer than what I'm used to. So my recommendation to Kayu would be to maybe shorten the nose just a little bit. Now I understand it's a 98 millimeter long deck, so by shortening the nose, it may even get a little... The deck will get shorter. I don't make decks myself, so I don't know how you would be able to rectify that by maybe shortening the wheelbase and making the wood a little longer, and then bringing it down to 90, and then pushing up the dip this way. That's something that I will leave to you guys, since you guys are the professionals. But just from what I know about decks, I guess my thought process would be to just shorten the wheelbase a little bit and push the dip a little forward, so that way the nose isn't that long. But again, that's just my opinion. You guys are pros. I'll leave it up to you guys. So again, that's basically the decks. Again, they have split plies, graphics. They have all sorts of decks, exotics, and I'll have the website again in the video description so you guys can go check these out. After I got used to it, I've got to tell you guys, I really did enjoy the deck. It's well crafted. Now this is also, I forgot to mention something. There's a feature on this deck that I haven't seen in a while, and that's kingpin holes. This deck actually has kingpin holes on it, which is something that I haven't seen in a while, and I found it interesting that people are still doing that. And you know what? It doesn't hurt the deck, but and it's probably a good idea because the trucks that I had on this one, which were the Y trucks, as you can see in the picture in the beginning of the review, the kingpin actually exceeds the bottom ply, so it was a good thing that this had kingpin holes on it. But again, deck is awesome. Go check them out. I really enjoyed them. Now we're going to be getting into the wheels here. They have a variety of different colors as well, and as you can see here, I've got the white, and there's a multicolored ones. I guess it's more like a rainbow. But I'm going to be talking about these today, which is the slim wheels. Now on the website, it lists what trucks will fit these wheels. So when you're ordering these wheels, make sure that you read the description of the wheel, letting you know which truck these wheels will fit. And I'll get into that in a little bit. But what they did fail to mention, I'm not sure if they have access to these trucks, and that's probably why they didn't know. But I also noticed that on top of all the trucks that they list on their website, these will also fit Y trucks and Woody Wood trucks. They're not listed on the website, but they do fit those trucks as well. And I know because I have the trucks and I tried them to make sure that they fit. Now this is the slim wheel, which by the name obviously means it's a slimmer width. And it is a single bearing. And they roll very smooth. The slim style wheel is something that I'm not used to using, but I gotta tell you, I really did enjoy them. They have a very nice, realistic skateboard style shape to their wheel. Has it's kind of curved in on each end, and then it's got a flat rolling surface. And if you look very closely, you might even be able to see a little tread, which you would think would make these wheels like really grippy, but they're not. They're the perfect gripness, I guess, is a word you're looking for, or duro. They were comfortable enough to do my kick flips, and then reverts and power slides, had no problems with them. The thing that you're gonna definitely need to know about these wheels is that the bearing, the center of the bearing where the axle goes through is wider than the axle, so it kind of flops all over the place. But they actually send you these little inserts that solve that problem. Basically, you just throw it in to the back of the wheel, and it has this little kind of like, ends up looking like a washer, and that is what actually fits on the axle of the truck. And they fit nice and tight, don't wobble anymore. And I guess the reason for this is because they couldn't find bearings that have the regular diameter for fingerboard trucks. That would be my recommendation for the wheels as well, is to maybe just use bearings that don't need these sleeves, because even though these sleeves come with the wheels, when you order them, if you lose one of these, you can't use this wheel on any truck. Doesn't matter what truck you put it on, the hole is way too big and it'll just flop around on your trucks. So, I'm not sure if they sell these as individual accessories for just in case you do lose them. That would also be another suggestion, is to maybe sell these individually, because if you lose one of these sleeves, the wheels are no good to you. But having said that, another thing that I don't have the deck set up right now, but if you go back to the picture at the beginning of the review, you'll notice that I had the Y trucks on the setup with these white wheels. And those are the X4s, which are 32mm wide trucks. Now, after putting these sleeves on the trucks, and then the wheel onto the hangers itself, you'll notice that because there's a little washer at the end of it, it actually extends the wheelbase of the hanger even more. So the truck actually looks even wider, which is, I guess would be a good thing for like a 33, 34, maybe even a 35 millimeter deck if you're using 32 millimeter trucks. These, I guess, spacers would actually give you that extra width on your truck as well. But when it came to the actual performance of that with that wheelbase, I didn't really notice that big of a difference. It was still really comfortable for me. So, I mean, this is the first time that I'm using this style of wheel that has to use these spacers or extensions or whatever you want to call them. And it's, the wheels perform great, but again, there's just that little thing about if I'm changing my wheel and I lose the sleeve, then I'm not going to be able to use the wheel on any truck at all. So having said that, I mean, the wheels are great. They again come in a different variety of colors. My only recommendation would maybe to find a bearing that fits all standard type of trucks, and you won't have to worry about using these extensions. So again, when you're ordering these wheels, make sure you read the description to know what trucks they fit. They basically fit any style truck. Some of the wheels for some reason won't fit Black River trucks, but other wheels will. These ones just happen to fit the Y trucks and Woody Wood trucks that aren't in the list, so keep that in mind. And yeah, and if you have any questions regarding their products, I'll also have their Facebook page in the video description, so you guys can contact them through there if you have any questions. But overall, a great wheel, rolls amazing, perfect grip, and yeah, I would really recommend them to anybody out there that fingerboards, just to go try them out. Alright guys, so again, these are all the products that I reviewed for Kayu. Split plies, graphics, all different styles of wheels, and they have a whole bunch of other accessories on there that you guys can go check out. All the information is going to be in the video description. Go check them out, and keep fingerboarding. 2 fingers, peace.